So the World Series just ended with the LA Dodgers winning it back-to-back years. And you know what time it is? It's off-season time. So today we're going to be breaking down what the Seattle Mariners off-season preview might be like if you're the GM in the office. With teams now being able to sign anybody, let's see who the Mariners might go after this offseason. First, let's just start with the obvious candidate, former Mariners first baseman and hopefully their first baseman opening day, Josh Naylor. He was arguably one of my favorite players on the Mariners roster last year. He just came clutch everywhere. He was one of the players on the team that could just get that single, get that double instead of just relying on getting that home run ball. And his defense was great. He just got the bat on the ball, didn't strike out much. Great clubhouse leader, brought a lot of energy to the team. He seemed to like it here. So, I mean, he hit 295 last season, which is just crazy. That's so good, especially for a Mariners standpoint. They really never have hitters hit above 280. Right now, he hit 20 home runs to go along with it with 92 RBIs. Like, that is a player you need to keep back. He's just as valuable to you as like a Randy Rosarena. Just I know it's a first baseman. He might not cost as much. He's not going to cost as much as a Bo Bichette, but he's almost just as productive as maybe a Bo Bichette, And like first baseman, they will not get paid as much, but Josh Naylor, hope they bring him back. Possible contract for Josh Naylor, you've probably all seen the 4 years, 90 million going on. I was thinking maybe like a 5 year, 110 million. 4 year, 100 or 4 years, 90 million. I would obviously do. He's one of the best players. We made it to Game 7 of the ALCS, by the way, against the Toronto Blue Jays. We were one game away from making the World Series for the first time in franchise history, and Josh Naylor was a big factor in why they made it that far. So if they want to keep going, possibly make the World Series again next year, or not again, make the World Series next year, they need to bring back Josh Naylor. Second player we're going to be talking about is we're going to go out to Detroit on the trade market. We're going to be talking about probably 2025 AL Cy Young Award winner Tarik Skubal. You guys all saw what Tarik Skubal was doing to the Mariners in the playoffs. Besides Jorge Polanco, they really didn't hit him all that well. He was just dominating. That changeup was working. The fastball was working. Everything was working for him. He's just such an incredible pitcher, and I'd love to have him on the Mariners. Let's talk about his stats real quick. He had a record of 13-6. Record, honestly, I don't think it matters for pitchers. A 2.21 ERA, 241 strikeouts, and a whip of 0.89. That is incredible. If you guys, aren't so familiar with the pitching standpoint, that is crazy good. Just look at his baseball savant page. It is all red besides the barrel and like the extension and the ground ball rate. But he's just incredible. The best pitcher in the world. The Tigers are $250 million apart in contract negotiations, and I really think the Tigers, if I had to place money on, I would probably place Tarik Skubal pitching somewhere else on opening day, just because Tigers can get so much back for him, and he's a 1-year rental too. It's going to cost so much money. So I would think just at the Mariners, they could probably package up like, will Luis Castillo do like anything on the trade market? I don't know how much that'd work. I saw one for Logan Gilbert and like Michael Morales. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like, I'm not mad at it. You could throw in Ryan Sloan, Durangelo. Maybe like I saw one, Kate Anderson. I don't want to move Kate Anderson. You could find a way to do it without Kate Anderson. Do that, and kind of maybe Luis Castillo. Apart from the farm system, maybe like a Logan Evans. He's not really in the farm anymore. But if you can find a way to get Tarik Skubal without blowing out your farm system, that would be a massive addition and help you get to the World Series this year. The next player we're going to be talking about is the Phillies hitter from last season, Kyle Schwarber. He was incredible last season. If you Mariners can find a way, because they were interested a couple years ago when Schwarber was a free agent, he just went to Philly. If you could find a way to get him, that would be an incredible offseason get. Like, he just hit 240 with 56 home runs and 132 RBIs. That is insane. Like, if I fully expect a Kyle Schwarber and the Mariners, like, rumor to come up probably at some point during the offseason, I expect it. Kind of just like, Kazuma Okamoto. Like the Mariners are gonna be interested in a lot of guys, I think, because especially the rumor is they're gonna have $30 to $35 million to play with this offseason, and I can get you someone like Kyle Schwarber easily, and Kyle Schwarber he'd be really good in T-Mobile Park and just in general in the Mariners offense. What type of contract do I think he would probably get on the market? I'm assuming he's probably going to get like a 4-year contract, which will be when he is 36 years old because he's currently 32. Probably 4 years, 180 million, I'm assuming. Dude, thank God we locked up Cal before he hit that 60s. That incredible season, MVP season he just had. So I think my guess is 4-year, $180 million contract that Kyle Schwarber would get. Next player we're going to be talking about is shortstop, which is probably, he's not a shortstop, I expect him to play second base, is Bo Bichette. I haven't heard many people talking about Mariners and Bo Bichette, but I think the Mariners should absolutely go all in, try to get him to play second base for you. He's going to get those clutch hits. He was so good running and scoring, runners in scoring position. He hit over 300. He was injured, but he hit so well, and when he was not injured, and I think the Mariners, he'd fit so well in Seattle. I don't know if they probably will not get him, but he would just hit so well here. Like, it's incredible that he can do all this, and he was hurt for some of the year. Like, I think, especially with Jorge Polanco being on the free agent market, getting Bo Bichette would, first of all, I think it'd be an upgrade from Jorge Polanco. I love Jorge Polanco, but I think it'd be more of an upgrade to get Bo Bichette. Last season, Bo Bichette with the Toronto Blue Jays hit .311 with 18 home runs, 94 RBIs, and 181 hits. That would just be so amazing on the Mariners, just to get those clutch singles and doubles that the team, I just feel like, wasn't able to do a lot last year. I think they were too reliant on the long ball, that they need some more small ball players. Next, let's talk about the two Japanese hitters coming over, Munetaka Murakami and Kazuma Okamoto from the NPB. First, let's talk about Munetaka Murakami, which last season he played in Japan for the Tokyo Yakult Swallows. He strikes out a lot. He strikes out over 30% of the time in Japan, which is the one thing that scares me about him, is that he just strikes out so much, especially because the pitching is not as good in Japan as it is in the States. So I'm just a little bit worried about that strikeout rate. But other than that, I mean, like, 22 home runs, 47 RBIs, that's a little low on the RBIs, but like 32 walks, 64 strikeouts, and average of 273. Like, that's not that bad. He just strikes out a lot. Honestly, I like Kazuma Okamoto more as a player than I do Munetaka Murakami. That's just kind of me. I think he would probably be an upgrade on this roster. Oh, he would be an upgrade on this roster. It's just the one thing, strikes out over 30% of the time in Japan. That's the bad thing. Like, I feel like this could be a hot take, but I feel like Dominic Canzone and Munetaka Murakami might roughly be kind of like the same player. I could definitely be wrong. I probably am wrong, but like I just think that I would rather have Kazuma Okamoto. But let's talk about Kazuma Okamoto right now. This is the player I would rather have the Mariners go out and get from Japan. His name is Kazuma Okamoto, first baseman for the Tokyo Giants last season. He did really well. He did better than Munetaka Murakami did. He hit .327, 15 home runs, and 49 RBIs. I think Munetaka Murakami could be like a 280, 290 hitter in the States. I think he could blast 20 home runs. I think he could get 75 RBIs. I don't think he'll have the same power as like a Seiya Suzuki, but I think he will be great. If we don't re-sign Josh Naylor, I honestly expect Kazuma Okamoto to be a Mariner. I think his stat line just fits so well here. We're on the West Coast. We have a geological advantage over teams like the New York Mets or the New York Yankees, and I just think that he would be a great upgrade to this roster, especially if Naylor's gone. I fully expect us to get him. The last player we're going to be talking about in today's video is reliever Robert Suarez, that was most previously on the San Diego Padres. I do think the Mariners should add someone in the bullpen this offseason that is notable and will get the job done. It's not like a Caleb Ferguson like what we got at the deadline. He was not very good with us. But I think Robert Suarez would be a great addition. Throws 100 miles an hour, has some nasty slider, nasty cutter. He had a 2.97 ERA, 75 strikeouts, and a 0.90 whip last season. I think the Mariners should go all out. He's going to get paid. Probably not as much as Edwin Diaz is going to get paid, but I think he's going to get paid. He's a little older, 34, so probably like a 2 or 3 year deal could probably get him done. Maybe around 3 years, 50 million, 3 years, 40 million. I think we get it done. I think the Mariners should try to get somebody on the bullpen at least. Maybe bring back Edwin Diaz. Maybe the Rays just declined an option for Pete Fairbanks, and now he's a free agent. So I think they should just kind of go after any free agent, but I think Robert Suarez especially, he just fits. He got 40 saves, he's just a good player to have in your bullpen. And he could go when Andres Munoz is down for the day. He could go 8th inning. He could do this, all that. Yeah, this would just be a great add to the bullpen. But not to mention, he did have the league-leading 40 saves for the San Diego Padres last year. That is going to be it for today's video. Comment down below what you guys thought of my video. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think the Mariners could go after and get? Somebody I missed? Somebody you guys think that in the video that you guys think the Mariners should have gotten prioritized? Because Josh Naylor is the priority, and that has come out. So I kind of want to know some feedback. And also, please like and subscribe. I think we're setting a goal, 100 subscribers by opening day. I think we can do that. And I think the Mariners are going to have a pretty good offseason, especially with the money they have to get. It's more than usual, and it should be because they just made Game 7 of the ALCS. Well, thank you guys for watching, and of course, go Mariners.